Hiya Tim, really good session yesterday. Hope you found it helpful. It was really good to see you swinging the club as well as you were by the end, and hopefully now with a little bit of practice in this sort of pre-shot routine, you're going to find yourself getting in a much better position, and as we said, avoiding what you don't like as the symptom, that weight falling back on your right foot. Something you said in the past you sort of detest, and when it does happen, it gets quite frustrating. But as we said, it is a symptom. If you try to cure a symptom by just not doing it, it's like trying to cure a cough by not coughing. Part of the reason why you were struggling, as we said, like you and I being very tall, if our back gets a little bit rounded, we get a little bit flex in the knees, it's very difficult for our body to rotate effectively and therefore move. So as you get to the top of the backswing, what you'll find now, because your body can't rotate as well, as you sort of pulling your arms down, your body's going to sort of pull back up and away, and the weight kind of just sort of stays back on that right foot. As a result of that, your contact will be affected, obviously, in terms of hitting the ground behind the ball, thinning the ball, and obviously trying to control the face as you come into impact. So just to try and go through a kind of a routine and a sequence, what I'm going to try and get in the habit of doing is putting the golf club down first behind the golf ball and setting that up before you even set your feet at all. Once the club is set down, then you can see, even though you're thinking about your feet should be last, that foot wants to kind of step and preset. Get your grip on the golf club and then work your posture. So we look at the posture when you get yourself in a better position. Just before setup there, we can just see your spine angle. If we go to kind of where you were there, just look at the back there in a much more sort of straight position. Just look at your kind of head in relation to your chest and your chin. Your hat peak is kind of this way, whereas this was sort of a bit down this way. There's a little bit less curvature in the spine as opposed to kind of this roundness here. And the hip line is certainly more down to the golf ball. Ultimately, the taller we are, and or the shorter the club, and or the more below the feet the ball is, the more tilt we have to have, so our spine's going to be either going up and down accordingly. What we do see a lot of people, especially tall people, as we said, they tend to bend their knees and sort of crouch and slouch into it, which in turn makes it very difficult for your body to rotate. So from this position here now, again, nice take over the arms, working the club back with the chest, top of the backswing, lovely, we're able to rotate, lovely strike of that golf ball, and let's just look at that follow through position, Tim. Admire that position, so much good there, club over your left shoulder. And if we play spot the ball, it was somewhere up there, sailing away forever and a day. Very, very nice shot. So work on that setup. Get yourself in a much better position. As I said, we can cure the symptom by curing the fault of the disease in the first place. The main issue you have was your posture getting a bit slouched and a bit slumpy. If we can get a better posture, your body is able to work better. Now, I'm not guaranteeing it will do every time, obviously, but there will be occasions where you just go back into an old feeling and your body will go back onto the back foot. But as long as you're aware of the fact when that happens, we've got to work on that routine, get to that pre-shot routine. As we said, it starts club, grip, get your posture, and then set your feet last. Your feet are the last thing that should be set, basically, in terms of your address position. We just put them down for comfort. There's an order and sequence to a lot of things we do. If we get it right, we got a chance. If we get it wrong, we're fighting a losing battle. So work on that routine out on the golf course as best we can, and then next session we'll get out on the course and have a look and see how that is going, and hopefully try and get that to a stage where we're doing it probably 90 to 95% of the time when we're playing our shots out on the golf course. So hope that makes sense, buddy. Any questions, obviously give me a shout, and I will catch up with you soon. Cheers, Tim.